All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3, 9, 2.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Detroit! Leopard!
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
No, check, Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
A give. This is Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. they'll run it here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's got Fuller. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his target, Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Timmy Jernigan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
They pitch it out to Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
So bored of playing these folks who just run every play. So bored.
On the ground, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Dude was wide open the whole time.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Here we go! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. David Johnson here on the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. Feeling the pressure.
Man, I'm throwing the ball,
down.
man. That's so stupid.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Don't throw the ball.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there. And he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Lucky 56.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Got some room at the 30. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
What was that?
A big play that time for the Titans.
He broke the tackle
54 yards.
and stopped and fell. Boy. This game is some garbage.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Oh, boy, this game terrible.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Gone!
He's going to get it running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was looking for Landry that time. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lamar Jackson taking it in. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll set up to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Back back to throw now on first down. Looking for Cooper.
Jokers can't pay. Jokers can't pay.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I advise you to stick to running the football, dog. You know you can't pass.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught in the end zone.
Dance on him.
Tennessee.
Millie Rock.
In for the score. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this
Well, why you can't get off the press?
Down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Young. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 34.
Oh, this joker can't pass the ball, man. He keep trying to pass. And that ain't your game, dog. Play your game, man.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates
your game is run, punt, and play defense.
Calm, collective rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Ah!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side.
What are you doing?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He may try and run for this. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've come.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Jackson on second down. Flush to his right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, why do you keep trying to pass the ball, dog?
To right around the 26-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a
run,
is those 6 inches
punt,
between the
defense.
ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Jackson on first down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Bubble screen.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Throw left side complete. It's Young. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll set up a throw. And those guys are going to take over. 48
Boy.
Another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Hard-headed.
Now Jackson on first down.
How? What are y'all doing on the left side? He just ran right around y'all. Boy.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Detroit! Over!
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Room to run past midfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Staying on his feet. They still can't get him. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
All these dummies running to the same spot. Like, why are y'all all running to the same?
And now it's 3rd.
All that opening in the middle.
Job on that play. We know they can only
and 3 of y'all run to the same spot where it's a defender at.
Keeping him at bay for a long time, even though he was hit at the end of that play.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6.
I just don't understand.
This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, good pick.
Here's another interception.
Hard flats, baby.
Picked off near the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now.
Jokers can't pass, man.
In this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes.
Hard flat.
Partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Excuse me.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to score.
Let's get the touchdown. Singleton.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to, because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You just watch 88 over there. Just watch 88.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. 3-19.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a depth. And my goodness, another interception.
Man, you can't pass on me, dog.
Near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slot.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a